Chapter 1. The Smell of Steam. The sun barely pierced through the dense, smoke-filled air of Brasshaven. Towers of iron and copper loomed above, their hulking silhouettes broken only by the occasional spark of steam engines and the whir of gears. Below, in the heart of this sprawling steampunk metropolis, nestled a modest workshop, a sanctuary amidst the cacophony of industry. It was here that I, a mechanical alchemist by trade, spent my days. The moment I pushed open the door, the scent of metal and oil hit me like an old friend. The hiss of steam greeted me as I stepped inside, my boots clanking against the metal flooring. Brass pipes lined the walls, leading to various gadgets and contraptions. Cogs spun endlessly, powering the small automaton perched on a workbench near the back. "Morning, Tinker," I called to my assistant, a small automaton no bigger than a cat. Its brass body gleamed in the dim light as it blinked its glowing blue eyes and whirred in acknowledgement. Tinker had been with me since my apprenticeship days, a loyal companion. With its dexterous little arms, it helped with everything from gathering materials to organizing the cluttered shelves of alchemical ingredients and tools. Today, like every other day, we had work to do. My hands ran across a half-finished project on the main table, a small device meant to amplify sound through a series of metal coils and resonators. Not just any ordinary amplifier, it would convert sound waves into energy. A practical invention, but I had more ambitious projects in mind. Today's task, however, was refining a transmutation recipe that had been eluding me for weeks. I pulled out a worn notebook from the shelf above the workbench, flipping through the pages filled with sketches, diagrams, and hastily scrawled equations. The scent of aged paper mixed with the metallic tang of the air. "Steel, silver, etheric catalyst," I muttered, reviewing the ingredients I had already tried. None of them had yielded the results I sought. But that was the challenge of alchemy, blending the precision of science with the unpredictability of magic. I opened a small vial containing a glimmering liquid, ether, the rare and elusive substance said to channel the very essence of life. As I prepared the transmutation, I felt the familiar tingling sensation in my fingertips, the energy of my unique ability humming beneath the surface. I could feel the pulse of the metal, the promise of something more. The workshop was quiet save for the low rumble of steam pipes and the soft clicking of gears. The world outside seemed distant, irrelevant. Here, in my sanctuary, I was in control. I placed a simple piece of brass on the table and hovered my hand over it. Slowly, I began to channel my power. The brass shimmered as my magic took hold, its surface warping and shifting. With careful precision, I coaxed the metal into something new, altering its structure atom by atom. For a moment, everything seemed to be going well. The brass was transforming, its dull sheen growing brighter, taking on a silvery hue. But just as I thought I had succeeded, the metal convulsed. Sparks flew, and the brass exploded into a puff of smoke. I stumbled back, coughing as the acrid smell filled the air. "Damn it," I muttered, waving the smoke away. Tinker beeped, rushing to my side with a small fan in its hands, whirring to clear the air. I smiled down at the little automaton. "We'll get it right, eventually." Before I could clean up the mess, a loud knock echoed from the door. It was rare to have visitors at this time of day, and I wasn't expecting anyone. My heart raced slightly. It could be anyone, a curious merchant, a potential client, or worse, one of the rival inventors always looking to undermine my work. I opened the door cautiously, revealing a tall figure cloaked in a dark coat. The brim of a wide hat shadowed their face, but I could see the faint glint of polished brass where their hand should have been. "Yeah, I hear you're in the business of impossible things," the stranger said, their voice low and mechanical, like the hiss of a steam engine. "I've got a job for you, one that requires a very special set of skills." My mind raced. The mysterious guild of alchemists had long been rumored to employ agents with mechanical enhancements. Could this be one of them? "What's the job?" I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. The stranger smiled, revealing a set of brass teeth. "I need you to find something. A blueprint. Not just any blueprint. A legend in the world of alchemy." one that is said to grant the power of creation itself. The air in the workshop seemed to grow colder. I had heard whispers of the blueprint before, but always dismissed them as myth. Now, standing before this strange figure, I wasn't so sure. I glanced at Tinker, whose glowing blue eyes flickered with curiosity. This was it. The beginning of something far bigger than anything I had ever worked on before. The thrill of discovery, of danger, sparked inside me. I stepped aside and gestured for the stranger to enter. "I'm listening,"